Hello and welcome to this weekend market analysis. It's been a long while since we did our weekend market analysis, and that is because the market condition has been really terrible, not tradable at all, probably because of the Russia-Ukraine war. But as of last week, we saw very improved market condition. In fact, the momentum was at an optimal level, and indeed the charts look very promising for us to begin to trade a full time. All right, so that is the reason why I am coming online to make this weekend market analysis, and we hope that this momentum will be sustained. Well, without waste of time, let's look into the Forex factory economical calendar to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. The first, which is happening today on Sunday, is the French presidential election. That election is ongoing. Emmanuel Macron of France is seeking for a second term. Well, the outcome of that elections should affect the markets again, right? Okay, so we have other high impact news announcement, normal high impact news announcement. We expect to see that this is going to be a more stable trading week, and so we will be very active full time in the charts, looking for very high quality trading opportunities. All right, so let's look into a few pairs that have some clear hint of the directional biases. So we'll just analyze them. Well, the euro against the American dollar, I am really not finding anything in this pair yet, but of course the direction still remains to the downside, but without any clear hint. Maybe we'll get some range around this area. All right, so really there's nothing to trade here. Let's look into the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. This is the weekly time frame. Well, the Japanese yen has suffered a major hit as the pair went really heavily weak for several weeks. You can see how price just cruised to the upside, all in green candles, no red candle at all. Far away from the breakout point, we got a range. Right, that was a range where price kept swinging up and down before the breakout happened. Right now, as of last week, we got that candle right there. Okay, that's a heavy rejection bar, even though it is not happening around a significant level of resistance, but we have a hint that this candle may drive price to the downside in the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, and so you want to be very careful hitting on your buy button around that level, because price may likely come back down to retest that level of former resistance, which may now act as support for price to bounce back up or even break to the downside. Okay, so let's look into the daily time frame. In the daily time frame, we got look at that run to the upside. Okay, then price began to compress, right, a little compression there, then boom, another break to the upside, okay, of that triangle, but then price fell below the triangle again. This gives us a hint of a fake breakout. Right, that's the upper triangle leg. Ideally we expect price to come down from there on, then begin to bounce to the upside, but rather than bounce to the upside, we got a breakout to the downside. Now this gives all of this price action at the top of that triangle leg a fake breakout. All right, it's a fake breakout, so we expect price to keep pushing to the downside in the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, at least for this week. Okay, given that fake breakout that we have just around that level of resistance. All right, so in summary, our directional bias for the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen for this week is to the downside. We are optimally bearish and we'll be searching for only short opportunities. All right, let's see the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. Same thing, another Japanese yen pair. In the weekly time frame, you can see that candle here. That's a very serious candle. It's it carries a high degree of action. We're expecting that the next candle will be to the downside as well, And so you really want to be very hesitant hitting on your buy button at that level. Remember that in several weeks, price has just kept pushing to the upside without any hint of this sort of a reversal. All right, so but now we have the hint of a reversal right here in the weekly time frame. We expect to see this upcoming trading week to be a bearish candle. All right, so we'll be searching for short opportunities in the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. Now in the daily time frame, it would be nice to see price break below this level of support, for this area of support. All right, it was once resistance, it acted as support. We'll be very happy to see price cruise down, breaking that level again, for us to now look for our short opportunities in the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. All right, so that's it. We are looking for short opportunities based on the reversal that we have in the weekly time frame. The Australian dollar against Japanese yen. Well, I was following this throughout last week. In fact, we gave the hint that price is obviously bearish in this pair. We are still very bearish. We'll be searching for short opportunities. In the daily time frame, we have a valid trend collapse setup. All right, this is the beginning of the trend. Bounce there, another bounce there. Some hesitation there. We would have gotten short, but we were quite wary of this rising trend line. All right, we didn't want to trade against that trend line, and so but now that the trend has been broken, we will simply wait for a pullback of any sort. Anywhere around that area, I'll be looking for our short entry. That would be a high quality setup if we do indeed get the pullback to trade a trend collapse strategy. All right, the American dollar against the Swiss franc. Well, for last week we squeezed at an entry. We made some nice pips in this pair. The American dollar against the Swiss franc, even though we are just testing the waters with 2% risk. Things have proven to be good right now. We have this level here, former resistance again, retested right there, and right now we got solid breakout. All right, solid momentum breakout. This is the type of market condition that we want to be seeing. All right, these are very heavy momentum breakout candles of that level of resistance, and so right now we are optimally bullish, so we'll be searching for continuation patterns. Pullback, we'll be looking for continuation patterns for another push to the upside. Remember that this is now a highway free of traffic. The next level of resistance should be somewhere around in there. Sorry, let me zoom out my chart. Okay, so the next level of resistance should be somewhere around that area right there. So all around in here we have no resistance for this pair to retest. Okay, well, let's see if we get a valid entry. If we get a continuation pattern, then we will be looking for an entry in the American dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay, in the daily time frame, nothing really. Will be following this in the weekly time frame. This can take a couple of weeks for us to find an entry to the upside. So, but it's on our radar, and we'll keep following this very strictly. Okay, the last one is the American dollar against the Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. We took an entry here last week, Friday, right? Just a small trade, 2%. We took it off the daily time frame. You can see how price reacted off that level, came back down. The next time we went to challenge that level, we saw the rejection with that candle right there. Okay, so we placed our order right there. Our stop loss was just a few pips above. Price moved in our direction, but in very low volume. Then we took out plus 20 pips of profit already. We trailed our stop loss a bit, all right, just to area. Okay, we took out 80% of profit already. So right now, if the market opens, well, we are still expecting that we will see a little push to the downside before price begins to make another push to the upside. So once we get a little push to the downside, well, we may be closing the trade somewhere around in here, looking for better opportunities elsewhere. Okay, for now, we have taken most of our profit out of the market. We only have some small percent running right there. Okay, so we'll keep the trade and we'll update you as we find more opportunities. If you are a VIP member, where you are definitely going to be the first to know if we find a valid entry or not. All right, so keep your Telegram channel active, alert active. Once we find an entry or we are taking any action on any pair, we will definitely let you know. Thanks for standing by. Thanks for being with us. We hope for a better trading experience going forward. If you want to keep getting the YouTube notification, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also join our free Telegram channel to ensure that you get notifications from us. Okay. All right. Wish you a profitable trading week. Bye for now.